everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the brand new Transformers Studio Series 106 Optimus Primal, one of the rarest Studio Series figures in 2023 and as of 2024 is still considered very rare. Now I found this figure at Target along with Snarl. Check that video out if you haven't done so already. It's really cool, and this figure honestly is so amazing. I really love this figure. It's really great. It's more than meets the eye. So in this video, similar to all my other videos, we're going to take a look at this figure, do comparison, details, articulation, so on and so forth, Transformer obviously, and final thoughts. And without further ado, let's get started with the box. So the box looks really great. Here we could see a nice CG render of Optimus Primal in his beast mode, and honestly looks really cool. Just taking a look at the details on this box, it looks really nice. 106 Transformers Rise of the Beast is like a PNG image right here. Studio Series Optimus Primal, the Maxima logo, Hasbro Takara Tomy. Top of the box we get Rise of the Beast with the title right there. We get a nice CG render of Optimus Primal roaring. We have 106 Studio Series Leader Class. At the back of the box, we get a nice product shot of him in his gorilla mode and him in his robot form, his iconic movie scenes, the Peruvian jungle discovery. And his little bio says, Optimus Primal and the Maximals guard a piece from the transfer key from unwelcome visitors. So those unwelcome visitors being the Autobots or Terracons, depending on what you want to use this for. And on this side of the box, we get a nice CG render of Optimus Primal in his robot mode, and my goodness, that looks so amazing. It looks way better than I've ever seen. It looks really cool. And on the bottom of the box, we get the words. So yeah, so let's crack this guy open and see what awaits us inside. We have Optimus Primal out of the packaging, and my goodness, this is honestly the best figure in my collection. Even without transforming it, I already know that this is going to be the best figure. So, first off, let's start off with the details. Then we'll move on to the articulation and comparisons later on. First, let's start off with the head. If you look closely at the head, we have a lot of nice sculpt work. It looks very accurate to the film, and we can even see that his eyes are colored green. I'm not so sure if you could see it all that well, but they are colored green. The chest region, we could see a lot of texturizing, and if you could feel it, unfortunately you can't because this is a video, but if you could feel it, this would feel really nice. The shoulder blades as well too feel really nice as well. Moving on to the neck region, we can see a lot of details is packed right there, including a Maximal logo, which looks really cool. We have some nice silver paints. And then now we'll go into the abdomen / belly region. Here we have a lot of nice black sculpt work with gray paint, and I really do like the scratches that they did put right here, because right here it looks like he's battle damaged, and it looks really cool. It just adds Rise of the Beast feeling to this figure. And then whenever we look on this side, we can see the hydraulics right here, and then we can see some nice details right here as well as the ape feet as well. They do look really nice, so I really do like how this figure does look like. Now we spin our attention toward the back region. We have a clean back, no backpack kibble whatsoever, as this is how Optimus Primal should look like, and any Transformer should look like as well, unless their design incorporates door rings and stuff like that. He does come with two ports right here. I believe they are for the accessories, which I'll show momentarily. But we could just check out the details of the arms. They do have a lot of nice details right here. Some nice little like hydraulics, little keyers and stuff like that. It looks really cool. He does come with one gimmick, being his mouth being able to open so he can roar. Right here he kind of looks like a fish, but it looks really cool. So yeah, that's basically Optimus Primal's details. Now let's take a look at the accessories. Now Monkey Boy here packs 6 accessories. The one being an axe, the transwarp key, the 2 blades, and the 2 chains. Now the most obvious one is the axe. As we know, Monkey Boy never used this in the film, but this is actually Optimus Prime's axe. Now the reason they packed it with this figure is because I feel like the buzzworthy Optimus Prime, everything was rushed, and then they even ran out of pre-orders and stuff. So they packaged it with this figure, assuming everyone would have a Prime. Obviously, no one did because Target canceled the orders. But here's the axe, and it looks really cool. We have a nice detail. It looks very Cybertronian. Matches with Optimus Prime. So if you have that Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, slap this on there, and it looks really great. The other accessories being the 2 blades that he does have in the film, and they do look really nice. They are sculpted in black and painted in silver, so we can see how they do look like, and it looks really nice from an outside perspective. It looks nice from the inward area. It looks nice, and we have a little port right here. Now these blades are exactly the same, except they're not. The thing is that they're like not they're opposites of each other, and they do combine into one singular blade that he uses through the film when he's slicing and dicing the Terracons and Predacons throughout the film, and it looks really great. Now these two chains that he never used in the film, but they were in the trailer before the movie had its theatrical run, and he combined these blades with the chain, and he was swinging them around, and then he attacked a, a battle trap. And then right here we have the transfer key. The transfer key sculpted really nicely in orange and silver. Looks really cool. Just giving it a little spin. How it looks like, it looks really cool. We can see like the energon inside, and it's really nice. Now, Monkey Boy here has a lot of articulation. First off, his head being on a ball joint, and how do I know this time? Well, if we look on the back, there is a ball joint. I'm not so sure if you could really see it. It's kind of hard to see with the camera. I know my camera's kind of dumb, but he could look very far up, mostly kind of due to transformation and to get him into his four-legged ape mode, which I'll show momentarily. He could look up, down, tilt side to side, and do a full 360 if he wanted to. His arms are on a swivel joint, and he could on and a shoulder that he could extend them all you want, and then he has a bicep rotation, full 360 range of motion right there. He has a elbow joint right here, 90-degree bend, and he could go the other way around. I'm pretty sure probably for robot mode. I haven't transformed this guy just yet, but right here we could see it for the hand. He does have 360 motion, and his fingers are articulated. Now, not individually articulated, they are grouped together. The index finger and the middle finger are grouped together, and the ring finger and the pinky finger are linked together. So you could just have them however you want. You could have them pointing at something or doing something, make a king sign. I don't know, do something really funny, really cool. And then now we spin our attention toward the back. There is unfortunately no race rotation in ape form. I'm not so sure about robot form just yet, but he could go up to this far, back to that far, and then he can't really move the legs. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation for the ape mode. So yeah, fair articulation for his alternate mode, as this is how he comes packaged in the box. Now there are two comparisons, being the ape mode standing up and the ape mode crouch down. First, we're going to start with the standing up. And here we have series Rhinox here for a comparison, and I brought in Rhinox because he is another Maximal, and we could just have Rhinox and Primal side to side, and we can see how big Primal is next to Rhinox. And if you wanted to create that iconic Beast Wars look where Optimus Primal is riding Rhinox, and that's really cool. That's something you could do, and it's quite funny, honestly. Here I brought in Cheetor, and Cheetor right here actually scales really nicely with Optimus Prime. It looks really cool. Now, this is Optimus Prime standing up, as I said before, so this is how Cheetor looks. And wrapping up the Maximals, here we have Air Razor right here, and Air Razor is in fact the half the length of Primal. But if you wanted to recreate that one scene where Primal does kill Air Razor, I'm pretty sure this is an accurate representation of how Air Razor and Primal should scale with one another. As when he's choking her out, he hugs her and everything, and I think this is accurate. But I do feel like the wingspan for Air Razor should be a little bit bigger for Primal. However, I think that this is the best Hasbro could do, and I feel like Primal itself should be bigger. Not gonna lie, because I feel like he is a little shorter. And this time you're not paying for the size of a figure. This time you're paying for engineering of a figure. So I like it when you're paying for engineering, but if you're gonna pay for engineering, I really want to pay for size as well, and I just don't want a Voyager scaled leader class in my collection and spend $50 on a figure when he's actually looks like he should be worth at most 30. Now, how to get Monkey Boy into crouched ape form. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is just rotate the biceps like this. I mean the arms like this. Then you can rotate the biceps if you want, or the hands, however you prefer. And then you're just simply just gonna bring the arms down, bring the legs down, like so, to the best of your ability. It's kind of weird putting him around. And then here we have this awkward monkey pose, and it just looks funny. But here we have Optimus Primal in his four-legged ape mode, and let's see how he scales with the other Maximals. We have Rhinox, Cheetor, and Air Razor. Here we have all four Maximals in the film, and I'm so glad I finally finished the Maximals, and it's complete. Finally, I got the crown jewel in the collection, Optimus Primal. And honestly, these Maximals look cool. Honestly, if Air Razor survived, it would have been really cool for Optimus Prime to say, Maximals, maximize! Now moving on from the crouched ape mode, here I have him in standing ape mode once again, and here we have Scorponok compared next to Primal. And if you wanted to create that scene where Scorponok fights Optimus Primal in the beginning of the film or toward the final battle, one of the Scorponok clones jumps on him, you could create that, and it scales perfectly. For some rapid fire comparisons, I brought in Bumblebee, Mirage, Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, soon to be replaced by KO Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, coming really soon. and the Bay vs Optimus Prime. The reason I brought in this figure is because Bay vs Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal do look really cool with one another, and with the Bumblebee cannon from Studio Series Bumblebee, you can recreate the stand down scene from Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Now here I brought in Optimus Primal's wave mate, being Studio Series Snarl, and now I brought in Beast vs Megatron here before transformation. I did want to demonstrate the background. The background is the same background we get for Airazor and Cheetor, and it looks really nice. We have some nice trees in the background, a really beautiful river, and some rocks right here. So this is actually like the proving backgrounds that we see in the movie, and it looks really well. It blends in with these characters, and it also blends in with other Maximals as well, which we'll demonstrate in just a bit. Now, this transformation is literally the definition of simple yet complex. Now, for starters, you're going to first put your attention right here. Oh my god, I don't want to untransform him, but we have to for this video. But you're going to put your attention to the belly region. Then you're going to pull this panel right here. Then you're going to move this upward. You're going to move the head upward. Then you're going to disengage this back region right here. Then have it ready right here. So that if you fold it like this. And then you're going to focus your attention on the butt plate, what used to be the butt plate. It has a mushroom peg that you are going to spin this figure around right here. You're just going to spin this like that and then fold it like this so that you have it ready like that. And I believe it does connect with the back. Then you are going to put your attention toward this region right here. Oh, and I did forget to mention that he does have butterfly joints, which is a really nice attention to detail. So you're going to put your attention right here in this region right here. Deattach this, and then you're going to see that there's a pin right here. You're going to pull the two heads out. Then you're going to put this in right here. Put that right there, and then click it into place. And here we have Optimus Primal's robot head almost fully extended. Here we have Optimus Primal's robot plate fully transformed right here at the top. Now the transformation isn't finished. We're going to put our attention toward the back region. We are going to have to bring this region downward. It is on two joints right here. We're going to have to bring this like so. It's kind of difficult to do at times, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. We'll focus on it later. You're gonna put your attention toward the legs. You're gonna extend these all the way down like so. Extend these all the way down as I'm showing you right here. Then you're gonna rotate these regions that used to be the gorilla feet. You're gonna rotate them so that they cover this silver area. Then you are going to bring the new feet down, and then the ape feet are simply gonna slide inside the leg. Not like fully slide in, but they're just gonna slide in right here. Then after that, you're just gonna do the same process on the other leg right here. And then right here we have the robot feet already coming out. Then you're gonna fold down the toe right here on both feet. Then there is a tiny toe right here that I didn't even know was there until now. Then you're gonna unhinge this region right here. It's kind of hard to do. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have cut my nails, but we're just gonna leave it like that for now. I'm gonna take it off screen. So yeah, here's the toes. They were folded inside. Then we're gonna fold them out like so. Now that we have folded them out, we're gonna put our attention toward the forearm region. Now, like I said, it borrows some engineering from Rhinox, and you are going to unhinge these pieces right here, as this is the interior of the arm. Unhinge. Actually, no, this is the interior of the arm. You're gonna unhinge these pieces right here. Unhinge the fur on the ape mode. Then you're gonna rotate it around like so. Do the same process on this side. Unhinge the fur. Rotate it. Just have it like this, and then you are gonna close. You're gonna rotate the wrist like so. So the thumb is facing you now. You do the same process right here. Make sure these two panels are lifted, and then you are going to put this inside right here. Just gonna make sure it just falls into that cavity right there. And then you're gonna close that right there. And do the same process on this side. Close that right there, close that right there. Then this little panel was folded right here. You're gonna fold it down right here so that it closes that. It won't leave it hollow. And I really like that because they didn't have to do it and they did it anyways. And then there we have Optimus Primal fully transforming to his ape mode. However, the backpack region is what is bugging, honestly. I have seen that it's kind of hard to do. And I think that this port right here, it's supposed to, there's like a little port right here and a little peg right, a little post right there that they are supposed to tab in. However, it just simply doesn't want to tab in, or like it doesn't want to move. So we'll just leave it like that. I'll fix it slowly over time. But yeah, this is Optimus Primal in ape mode. I mean in robot form, and honestly, this robot form is killer. Now, how to fix that backpack? I just looked into the instructions one last time. What you're gonna have to do is you're simply just gonna put this piece right here, fold that down, and then you're just gonna let this slide down, as that then cleans up the back region. And then here we have Primal fully transformed into his awesome robot mode. And honestly, this robot mode is honestly the best robot mode ever. Just look at his physique, just in general. I feel like a lot of sculpt work and detailing was done really right for this figure. So let's first focus on the details. Let's start off with the head, similar to the ape mode. The head looks a lot like Optimus Prime, as we have that mouth guard, and we have an open mouth guard, which looks really cool. Something we didn't really see in the film, and it's just a really nice concept. The sculpture on this looks really nice. Just bringing the camera slightly at a upward angle right here. We can see we have the Maximal logo. It's kind of hard to see. The camera automatically lightens the stuff. It's really dumb. But right here we can see the Maximal logo. Right here, some more scratches, like I said earlier. Right here, we have some nice attention to detail, like some abdomen region. Right here for the crotch plate, it looks really nice. Right here, we have some nice details inside. We could tell that this is obviously a robot that transforms into a gorilla, and it looks really nice. These forearm regions, similar to the gorilla mode, still have that fur end right here. So some components from both robot mode and ape mode are going to be visible in both modes. So yeah, that's pretty cool. For the leg region, it looks really nice. And I did forget that you're supposed to have this supposedly facing this way. However, I don't really like how it looks like, so I personally like to have it like this. It's just your personal decision, however you want this figure to be looking like. But I personally like him looking like this, and it looks really cool. For the leg region, we can see a lot of nice details. We could even see like some like screws and nails and stuff like that go on the feet and stuff. Some like little pumps. It looks really cool. And then right here we can see the hydraulics, like the pumps right here. It looks really cool. And in the back region, it looks really nice. I do like how this stores perfectly, and this is so smooth. Everything this figure is perfect. It's perfection. It's the most perfect leader Voyager that you could have in the collection. And I recommend this figure for anyone who wants to buy one. Here's how he scales with Optimus Prime, Bayverse Optimus Prime, Mirage, Bumblebee. And finally, here we have all the Maximals maximized into their awesome robot forms. Oh my god, this is perfection. I really love how this looks like. Thank god I picked this figure up. It looks really nice. Even though Eraser never transforms, she looks nice with these figures as well. Cheetor, Rhinox, and Optimus Primal look really great. Optimus Primal has a lot of detail packed into him. We could tell that he's the main thing. He's the show. So just taking a look at the scale, we can see Optimus Primal to Rhinox. They are exactly the same size. In fact, Rhinox could in fact be a little bit bigger. However, they are the same size. And I do find it kind of dumb that this figure is a leader class, even though he's a Voyager scale. Same thing applies with Cheetor here. We can see Cheetor is a little bit smaller, but we can see how these figures scale. And finally, for Eraser is smaller than Optimus Primal. She just makes it up to probably his race region. So yeah, Optimus Primal and these Maximals are really well done and scaled perfectly. Now, for articulation for this figure, for starters, he has a ball joint on the head. He can look up, down, not tilt side to side, but he could do a full 360 if you want to. I don't want to do it too much because I want to remain this figure, keep this figure stiff as possible. He has the same articulation that he has for the bicep as we saw for the ape mode. However, it's just this time, the fingers, they are the same, but they don't have the ape aesthetic. Now they look more humanoid and more robotic. And honestly, just take a look at that detail on it. It just looks so cool. He should be like the next leader of the Autobots if Optimus Prime were to follow, and he could do the whole Rodimus Prime thing if you wanted to, and it looks really cool. Now for the articulation for the feet, unlike the ape feet, he can in fact do like the splits and stuff, and he could like pose in many dynamic poses, and he does have race rotation in robot form. So if you wanted to, you could have him in race rotation, like move him around. So he has a lot of joints in robot mode, and I feel like robot mode is his more superior mode in this figure, as this figure has more joints of movability, and he does have a knee joint right here, and honestly, it's probably the same articulation except for the knee joint could bend really far, and it looks really cool. So yeah, this figure is actually perfection. Now, as far as accessories go for this figure has the same accessories as previously shown before, but just to showcase how he looks like with that chain swinging around, as we saw in the teaser trailer for Rise of the Beast. He was swinging this chain around, ready to take on Battletrap and all the other Terracons and Predacons in that final battle. And honestly, this looks so sick. I'm so glad they included this, even though it wasn't included in the film, and it was just included in the trailer for just like 3 seconds. So glad they included this, and it was pretty much worth it. I really do love this figure. He does look alright with the axe, however, it just doesn't really match Optimus Primal. More just mostly the blades and the chains do, not the axe as much. But I do like how the axe does look. It just gives a little different vibe, and it does look really cool. And the transfer key here, I really do like it. You could just put it on the hand right here, just insert it like that. However, I think if you open the hand up like this, he can't really hold it all that well. So yeah, he'll just hold it on one side, and I don't know if this thing could split in half or anything. I'm not gonna try because it looks like a singular sculpt, so I'm not gonna try to do it, and I feel like it is. I'm not gonna risk breaking this figure. But overall, I really do like this figure. So some final thoughts for the Transformers Studio Series Optimus Primal, a perfectly executed version of this character, the best Optimus Primal there is out there besides Yolo Park. But this figure is honestly really cool. The details on this figure are really nice. The articulation, the sculpt work, very original. The paint, the scaling is really nice. I really do love this figure. I recommend it. I just really wish he was slightly bigger because he does feel like a Voyager scale. Like if we bring in Rhinox or Cheetor, he's eye to eye with those figures, and with characters like Snarl, he barely makes it to, like near the neck region. But like I feel like Optimus Primal is in fact like a little shorter than expected. Now I really do like this figure. I recommend him. He is rare. Like he's so rare. Him and Snarl are so rare, and it's very dumb that Hasbro has not either they produced a lot and the stores haven't distributed, or they haven't produced any, like barely any. And this is I barely got my hands on this figure very recently because I was in the store and I after I was watching Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, I passed by Target just like, oh, just to check and buy some stuff. And then I stumbled across the toy aisle and I found him with Snarl at the bottom of the shelf. And I'm so glad I picked these guys up. Without further ado, this ends our video. Tell me what you thought about this video. If you like the figure, if you don't like it, if you're going to pick him up, have you picked him up? And tell me what your thoughts are on everything. Now, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until then, see you at our next video. Thank you for watching.